Black folks have this long, complicated history with the pig, especially when it comes down to chitlins. And there's so much information out there. People always talking about, oh, the reason why black people eat chitlins is because the white man just gave the slaves the leftovers of the pigs that he didn't want. And you're wrong. And you're right at the same time. The diet of the enslaved population was always an issue because sometimes we give white folk too much credit, dog. And I'm here to tell you, white folk just looked up on enslaving black folk because it's not because they were smart enough to. They struggled on how to keep the enslaved population fed. They also struggle with what to feed the enslaved population. So if you pause this and strain your eyes and read it, you will find out that one of the best recommendations that they had is that they did not feed the enslaved populations meat. And this came from the local health boards in different cities and municipalities and towns. They just came to the conclusion that they don't work well when you feed them meat. Here's a good rule of thumb when you're talking about history. If it starts off with white folks gave, and scratch it out because white folks ain't gave black folks nothing. Everything that we got, we earn. Remember that. And chitlins was important to white folks. They had secret chitlin societies. They had chitlin festivals. They had chitlin carnivals. White people love chitlins, dog. If you pause this video, you'll realize chitlins was high dollar, dog. They weren't cheap. And white people were in love with them. The white people thought that if the Confederate soldiers ate chitlins every day, they could win the war. And all of a sudden, the bottom fell out and pig prices tumbled. And they tumbled because when the Great Depression broke out, sanitation became an issue. And they started finding out that pigs had so many diseases. And you got to remember, black people were forced from the fields and they had to have an entryway into making money. And hog farming became one of the ways that black people were able to enter into the agricultural business after white people had kept them out. I'm running out of time, and I know I owe y'all part 2 about the dog, but I'm definitely going to give you the part 2 about the dog and part 2 on this one.